Alright, I've got my two transmissions here, and they came out great. Now I need to attach the axle for the wheel to this piece here, because this is what turns it. So I've got my stainless steel axles here. This is all regular steel, mostly. So this will all be on the inside, but the stainless steel rod will actually go to the outside and be exposed to the elements. So I need to attach this to this. For that purpose, I bought 4 of these, thinking somehow I'll be able to attach this to this and have it be centered, and then I can put the rod through here and cut a keyway slot in it, etc., etc. Now I kind of wish I'd bought just some of these internal hubs, because they fit pretty close inside there. It's maybe got like 2 millimeters of wiggle room in there. So I should be able to center that and drill through this way and put some bolts in. But now that I'm kind of thinking maybe it's good to keep the sprocket here, because I could cut that off. But if I keep the sprocket, that gives me the option of having direct chain drive from here to another axle, so that I can make the thing 6-wheel drive or even 8-wheel drive in the future if I feel like it. So maybe I'll leave those sprockets on there and just mount this in here. Just ignore the fact that the sprockets are here at the moment, and make sure I leave space ahead and behind in case I do want to attach chain drive in there. I guess the trick right now is finding something that fits in here so this fits snug and centered, and then I can drill holes. Snug and centered. I need something that's like a 1 millimeter thickness, 1/16 of an inch. This is probably not the best thing for this, but maybe I can get an idea of the thickness testing one of these on here. Alright, if I get 2 of these on here, I should be able to stuff it on without it pushing them off. I think these are rubber bands that were cut from a bicycle inner tube. Make sure the tension is even all the way around, because if it's more tense in one spot than the other, it'll be skinnier. Wow, that fits really snug. Jeez, that might be good enough. Oh, that holds it in pretty tight. I might be able to drill with that in there and not move it too much. You know, this could be off by a tiny amount, so if the drill compresses the rubber and moves it a bit. No, but you know what? Okay, if I drill from here, it's just going to push the gear that way. And then as soon as I stop drilling, it's just going to rebound back. So it's not going to mess up the hole. It's not going to move the hole sideways. It's just going to push in. And then when I drill here, it's going to do the same thing. So I should be fine doing this with that rubber in there. I think I'll take this guy apart, isolate the parts, and give it the best chance of lining up right. Let me oil that up a little bit, because I want this to be able to go down all the way. Alright, that's pressed right up against the ring in here, so it should be lined up straight, and that rubber should keep it pretty close to centered, like really close to perfect. Alright, this has 4 parts with no bumps on it, so I'm going to drill the holes through those, and I'm offsetting it 45 degrees from where the keyway is, because this has a a set screw here and then a set screw either here, I don't remember which way. But anyway, if I come in at 45 degrees, I won't hit any of those. So far I've been doing everything with 1/4 inch bolts. But this part is going to be like direct to the wheels. There's not going to be any more gear reduction after this part. So it'll have a lot of force on it, and the bolt is going to have to bridge a little bit of empty space. So I think I'm going to put 3/8 bolts in this part. I think I have just enough space, as long as I don't screw anything up. I think 570 RPMs should be good for this. Oh, tell me this isn't hardened steel. Ah, cripes. This bit isn't even making a scratch. I'm gonna have to use my fancy bits and blast through that thing. I'll do the 4 holes in this, and then I'll put this in there. Arrgh, the chances of error just went way up. My table doesn't go low enough to fit this bit in here, so yeah, that should be fine. Alright, with these bits, it recommends 2,000 to 4,000 RPMs. I don't think the motor on my drill press can handle that speed with that big a drill bit. Even with the smaller drill bits, I was kind of going a little bit below speed. Alright, I'm going to try 1,400 and see how that goes. I used my Dremel to start a little tiny hole to get this thing centered because it was... Well, this hole started up here and then just started slurping over this way, which is completely worthless. I'm having no luck trying various things. I even tried to drill a smaller hole. It was not working. So I think I have to go to my backup plan, which is to take an angle grinder and cut like a tear-shaped thing. So I get the hole, and I'll have to leave, a slot for the angle grinder to get in there. So I'll be able to put the bolt in there. And this piece of metal should be totally strong enough that it won't matter if the hole's cut through on this side, because the thing that'll break first will be the bolts before this does. This is just going to require some serious angle grinder precision. Pretty snug. I think that actually worked out alright. 4 of those should do it. Alright, this one's going to be tricky. I need to totally ignore that hole there because that's in a bad spot. It needs to be more that way. 2 for 2 so far. Oh, number 3, nice. I guess I don't have anything else to do seeing as it's pouring outside. What is this guy just doing standing out in the rain? I'd say he could come in, but he'll probably poop on the floor. Alright, I think all that crap should hold that in place. Since this is not a perfect hole, I just need to test that this can turn smoothly, because this metal will destroy this drill bit. Looks like it's lined up good. attempted to drill down with the full size to get the whole thing in here, and then drilled another, I don't know, that far, a little bit skinnier, and I'm just going to tap this right now to check if any problems are going to come up. I think this should be pretty simple though. Oh, that looks about perfect. Just 4 bolts in, I think that'll do it. I have to make 3 more of these.